hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to yet another freezing cold Saturday night, Saturday evening. I hope you have your gowns, I hope you have your heaters, and most especially your booze with you as you watch this show. Welcome back to yet another beautiful Saturday with us, your Chit Chat crew. It's your girl, Nyakojo Bear, Gorgeous One 2.0. Enjoy.
Well, for those who are taking booze and ask for tea, let's have the tea with milk or black. Now, last week, before I forget.
Oh, you meant booze or boyfriend?
Yeah, like
booze.
Your couple, like your boo, like your boo thing.
Is it or at the
like
end?
A bear, like
anyway,
a bear.
Last week I mentioned something and I said I'll tell you, but I wasn't able to share because of time. Now, there's something called the bus theory. This is going to take a while. The bus theory is, do you know where javelin came from? So way back in the 60s, the buses used to have a chuma that runs across. So you hold it, and then as you hold, you have to keep your eyes to find a seat. So what happens when the bus breaks, when people move, you sit. So in life, apply that. Whenever you go somewhere, when you're getting into a relationship or getting into a family or getting into a job, it's already filled. So you have to be on the javelin holding yourself. But be on the lookout. When space is created, be there, shine, and own it.
We are sorry.
My name is Nashipai Kisanya. You can call me the Queen of Mashakura. Karibuni sana.
Hey.
I feel inspired.
Wacha imwagwe yote sasa ile yenye umefanya.
Actually, I'm about to do that. Thanks for always predicting the right thing. Just notice I don't have my nose ring. But luku ni safi. Ama munaonaje?
Your shimo be this color.
It's still here. Iko. So guys, how you all doing? Nimewamiss sana, najua nakaa vizuri na mmenimiss pia mimi. It's your girl Angie the Twaka. Or you can call me Toa Pasta, aka Index 1, aka zote zenye zinasomagwa hapa. You're free to call me all that. And just to dilute what Nash had said, because no, I want to prove your point. No, I want to prove Jamo's point actually. Men, men who know how to swim don't mind the size of the river.
How did that?
No.
What?
For the wise.
If
For
you know,
the
you
wise.
know.
I'm
If you know, you know.
men who know how to swim don't complain about the size of the river.
I was genuinely thinking about the swimming.
Yeah, thank you.
Really?
So
You're that shallow.
I guess that's a good thing.
Have you seen what I've done there? Shallow river.
But Mazi, no one is more excited than I am. I'm so happy. It's been a while. Mazi, a whole week. Nimwamiss vibaya sana. But well, yeah. Look.
No,
Wait. This, alafu, yeah? I don't sijui niseme nini. K.O. James is my name, aka James K. pale hapa ndani. But pale nitafute and we'll continue kuongea. But Mazi, enjoy the rest of the hour. It's going to be a hot one. Ai, kwanza. Let me not. Yeah.
Okay, and my name is Newton Ogero and welcome to Chit Chat. Na leo mkiona jacket yangu iko na far, just know I am going far. Hiyo joke bado, that is too dry. Na kitu niambia niseme joke. Ungesikia hiyo kitu.
Ungesikiliza tu.
Wallahi. Welcome to Chit Chat, lakini leo mnaona niko karibu ya warembo. Leo kizungu nenda kutoka hapa. You are not ready.
It's a bobo jig.
Inatoka hapa.
Nataka said gani? No, it's good to be specific anyway.
Well, anyway, it's another fantastic Saturday. As we have said, super excited to be back in front of your screens and super excited to have you back. Bana, napiga luku.
Right? Thank you
But
so
in case
much.
you're probably wondering why my baby Ray is not here today, on his behalf, I will start with his intro, then go to mine. So I hope tunaifanya justice. You can join me at this point. So mini MC member interesting. Watu wangu wa power pale hivyo. The only virgin boy in Kenya with 7 kids. Hakuna mwingine. Na by the way,
Kujeni muone.
Anyway, and now the wife. It's your girl Aziza Hashim, aka the Media Messiah, baby.
We're sorry.
I bet ungeanza we ni MDMC, like Madam MC member interesting.
Yeah, that one.
MDMC.
How did you even
Sorry.
Anyway, by the way, Nash, that was the perfect way to start today's episode. So this is your like your perfect, interesting uncle. I always say your best mom's and dad's brother, anywhere, anytime. Leo mindo wa mwisho kufungia introduction. Hey, so guys, thanks for the privilege though. So guys, welcome to
Chit Chat.
Yes.
So, mimi ndo niko na question 1 na before
Ungeacha tu.
sasa tunataka sijamaliza. So mimi ndo niko na question 1. But before question 1, Juma ameniuliza tukiwa backstage ati kama nakuaga na birthday kila siku. Yes, my birthday is this month, so I'm ready. Na ni next week, ika Tuesday. Alafu sijamaliza.
Wish happy birthday how many times?
Wish amkuni wita
Ilikuwa mama yake.
Simu nihurumie mtakini. Okay.
Okay.
No, I don't know why you guys are complaining about my birthday. Na sasa I celebrate May kuanzia 1st hadi akaenda hadi June date 3.
No, yako ilianza.
At least mimi nilisema ni May peke yake.
Yako imecarry forward.
In short, every single day.
Asante.
Happy birthday.
Oh, asante.
How are you?
And then
You're turning?
32. I'll tell you that before the show ends. And please, watu wako nyumbani, make sure you interact with us on all social media platforms at Ebru TV Kenya, except on Facebook, it's at Ebru TV KE. Number ya WhatsApp inacheza hapa kama venye member usema.
Cheza uteo.
Cheza nayo, cheza na uteo kama.
Cheza na uteo. Yes.
So, with your permission,
Yeah.
question
Granted.
Sour, if he has money, that's why I have the
Hiyo ni
question.
wewe. Hiyo ni wewe.
If he has money, can he get away with anything? This includes physique and character. If he has money, can he get away with anything? This includes physique and character.
No.
Can I say something?
Okay.
I think women will overlook a lot when someone has money.
Yeah.
Okay.
They tend to. Because I have seen women who do not even realize that whoever they are with doesn't look
Akona
good.
sura personal.
They don't. Actually, they're like, what ndo wanamwambia? What do you see? They're like, oh, he looks good.
No, but
I
let me tell you, Jemo, at times, have you seen people without, ukiwa hauna pesa, alafu sasa unapata pesa, automatically
You
know,
change.
I don't know what happened.
You
a
glow.
lie.
So, I don't know, they might be just
Unajua,
glowing.
For me, I think
hawa
it's not
nasemanga hata
something-
sauti ya mwanaume ni pesa, kwa hivyo mimi ni bubu. Unajua kwa nini? Let me tell you one thing. Mwanaume uko na pesa, msichana hawezi kuona same, una get? Pesa kwanza inakuosha.
Yeah,
Kuna ile
true.
ngozi ya matajiri.
Yeah.
Tajiri akipita hapa kuna harufu. Si nomo. Kuna tajiri
Kuna
kwa
ngozi
kupita
ya
una-
tajiri.
Kuna ngozi ile ya tajiri. Acha hapo unajua akiingia kwa gari, ofisi, pavement kila mahali ya parari mguu. Wewe mtu unaishi hey.
Inaishi kangeni.
So unacheki ukiona do as in mimi na believe ukiona do women hakuna msichana zinaweza kukataa una get.
Mimi nitakataa.
Are you sure?
Let me tell you. Here's the thing. Looking good is there. I always like looking good. I want to get a guy who but there's something about walking into a room with a person and me being proud of the person I'm with. Call me crazy, call me whatever, but I don't want to walk into a room and be like, yeah, babe, just go park the other side and then join me inside. I don't want that.
I know.
And then another thing is, people notice these things. You've never seen guys be like, she's with him for the money. I hate that. Another thing is, I'm so used to being pampered. I pamper myself with my own money and all that I do for myself, and I'm used to being pampered with the people around me. So by that,
Pamba.
By that I mean someone who can compliment you, someone who can do that. I get the money being thrown at you, the constant trips could. I'm not saying I want a poor person either, but I'm not saying
course.
like
Goes
the
without
constant
saying.
trips could work, but constant trips won't always be good for my heart. Constant trips might not always justify you saying things or looking a certain way. So for me, there's like a certain extent I wouldn't go. Plus, can you picture your small self? Like me now, I'm tiny like this, with someone with huge...
Okay.
Guys,
Huyu
first of all,
anasema-
I think it depends on the stage of your life where you are, because I have friends who are in their late 30s. They are very desperate. Na imefika mahali they really don't care about how a person looks. They just say when you're kona sura personal. Someone will even give you an example and say, oh, unaona hata fulani marriage yake imewak jo huyo msee kona sura personal and all that. So I think it depends on the stage that you are in life. When you're young like Tiffany, honestly, you'll consider what people think about
Yeah,
you
true.
and the physique and all that. But then when you're old like me, at times you're like, it's okay.
Yeah,
Can we
inakuja,
focus on the
ikuja.
bills? Can we focus on where we are buying the house? Can we focus on where our kids will go to school? Hata kama sura ni mbaya sana, unaweza saidia kupata watoto, but anyway, so yeah.
And
No,
Tiffany-
no,
Yeah.
hold on, wait.
Tiffany.
She also mentioned character. I don't
Yeah.
want you to overlook that bit. So what would your take be as Nash on character? Fine,
Someone
he can
with,
buy
like,
your house,
money,
he can
like
pay
good
your
money.
bills.
Good money, bad
But
character.
what about
Definitely,
how he's
for
treating
me,
you?
character is not questionable. If you have bad character, then you
Your
can't.
money
You
does
can't.
not
No,
cut it.
your money
Let-
doesn't
let
count.
me chip in and
Nataka
say
tu
something.
niambie Tiffany kitu kidogo. Tiffany anasema ati anataka hata ukose pesa so long as uko na sura six pack.
No,
Ati
that's
sasa
other.
mko kwa
No,
bed
she
sita
did not.
mnaambiana
No, I did
babe,
not.
hatuna chakula toa six pack moja
Ngoja,
mnatoa
wait.
six pack kama
That is not my
Hakuna.
point. I
What's
said
a
I
typo?
would not go for someone who is below a certain place.
Alafu.
But at the end of the day, Newton, don't you want to look good with your woman? Don't you want to be proud? There's something else. The type of personality or proudness you have in your partner rubs off on them. If you act a certain way towards me because you don't find me attractive or something, I will feel it.
sura imati unafunika bed sheet and fire
Let
the
me
bed.
tell you
Just a
something.
minute, just a minute. I think there's something hatuelewi. When we talk about money, we're not talking about one car money, ati Axio, ama Fielder.
No,
We're not talking
what
about
an
that.
Axio?
No, we are talking about
Filthy.
Kirubi kind of money. We're talking about Uhuru kind of
mtoto
money.
wapi
That
hao?
kind of money.
Maromako.
Unanielewa?
Well, let's
Yes.
just be honest. The number of millionaires zenye tuko nayo in Kenya currently is 27,000. So, hatuwezi
yeah,
gawana
tuwezi share,
wase.
atu- tuongele
So,
tu
let me
video,
tell you
wala.
something. For me, I don't think money would overlook someone's character, but at the same time, for a woman who's working hard and you're getting your own money, there's no way in the world I'll be with someone who I want to be more successful than I am, because I want to be with someone, as I've stated before, who I'm learning from. Someone who's doing more than I'm doing, and someone who's doing more than I'm doing is more successful than I am, because I want something to look up to. So for me, obviously
Yeah,
the money
sorry.
will be there. I'm sorry to say, because there's no way I will be taking care of a man. I'm sorry to say that. I'm taking care of myself and I
Yeah.
want to be taken care of, like you stated, Tiff. So me lazima uniangalie kama naweza kujinunulia gari moja. What do you also have to inspire me to reach where you are? Ukiamka asubuhi unafanya biashara za kila aina so that I can do and reach where you are. But at the end of the day, that doesn't come without character. Lazima uko unajua kunitreat vizuri. You will not be treating a woman like me any type of way.
Sawa,
This
So
lazima
Aziza
focus.
sura
Let me
uko
like,
sawa.
ona.
Uko
No,
sawa
I
na
don't-
sura ikiwa
okay,
personal.
nilichange. Nilikuwa
Sura ni
nimesema sijui what about sura last year, lakini right now I'm at the point where I don't care. Like me I'm marrying for love.
Let me say this thing.
No, let me put it across. Me I'm marrying for love.
You know,
All
this is
my
addressed to
children-
someone.
Yeah.
Anamwambia.
No, si scared. Mimi nimefikia hiyo point where I'm willing to trust my genes.
Yeah,
So do
they
not
will
be
do.
surprised when you
Unajua
do not be surprised. Si ungoje niseme Kenya na nani alafu.
Hata anataka kusema the same thing. Yenye unataka
No.
kusema.
nakusupport.
Lakini anisemei mimi.
Yeah.
So acha mimi ni communicate tu.
Haya basi.
na
To baby boys
mzungumza
wako.
naye. Yes,
Mwambie.
real quick. Haya. And I'm at a point in my life where I trust my genes. So I will not look at your face. I'm sorry. I will overlook your face. If you have a good face, that's an added advantage. But the mere fact that hukai vizuri. Because sawa babe, genes zako tu wazi na watu
It is
vizuri
good,
sana.
you know, it is good that point is coming from Aziza. Aziza is beautiful. Akipata mtoto anakaa venye anakaa kama
Ita
mimi,
dilute.
ata dilute mtoto. Sasa upate msichana ananifanana na
Kusema tu member atasikia
na upate tena member. Mimi sitaki mtazaa mtoto wakicheza chalongo anaambia unaweza act kama umbwa.
You and this thing.
Okay,
Stop
okay, let me-
making- Stop what's the word?
Okay, let me start this way. Like I hear we are revolving around beauty, like sura, and money.
And
Right?
character.
And character.
Yeah.
Let me start by saying, if you're a lady and you're after money, or if you're a girl and you're after money, trust you me, you can't see character. You can't see face. Because that money will blindfold you.
What if you already have
Skiza.
your own?
Alex,
Skiza,
if you
Skiza.
want to talk to me direct.
Let me address you. You see, this thing called money, it's good, and it's bad. The goodness and the worst aspect of money comes in the sense that when you unamiliki your pesa, what is your character? Are you someone who is going to erode like erode your culture because of money? Juu kuna mtu mwenye ni mbaya akama ana pesa. Akipata pesa, this money changes how they conduct themselves, how they interact with people. Na kuna mtu mwenye ana pesa ni mpole. Akipata, they become like beast animals.
Yeah.
So we are saying you cannot overlook character if you are after this thing so-called money.
Yeah.
No matter what,
Guys,
you can't.
first of all, you can't
Totally
put
agree.
character, beauty, and money in one sentence.
One
Character is it's
always
way,
first.
it's above and beyond. It can be discussed in one sentence. But then again, I want you to understand one thing. When it comes to beauty, we all have different preferences, right? Whatever I might find attractive, Aziza might be disgusted or can't even be. Nash, what's wrong with you? So, and then again, we can't live on the standards that society has put. And it's the same thing. It will boil down to mambo na body shaming, like, oh, big women sijui nini ama smaller women or whatever, wazee wanaume wenye wanakitambia wajui hata nini zao venye zinakaa, you know, such things. So it's let's not also just focus so much on what society has decided is good or beautiful. People are different. People love different things, and there's nothing wrong with that.
That's nice. Now, focus on me. Sasa ni mimi. You guys know me well. Actually, na hizi vitu zinanisha vizuri. Last week, I told you I was celebrating my grandfather's anniversary.
Yeah.
And when I was nimeenda mpaka dating site zote mimi nikitafuta hawa watu. And me,
grandfathers, to be specific.
No. And I said very well, and I remember very well. Nataka mtu akona utambi, ndevu na pesa. So for me, not a grandfather. Let me finish. Me want someone who has money. As Aziza had said, sura nitavumilia. Plastic surgery, pesa ni sabuni ya roho. Inaosha hadi ukiangalia mtu huoni kama ni yeye. Akisota utaanza kuona kweli mapo inakuwa imeangalia wewe. Mimi nakutaka venye huko. Me as long as you have money. Let me tell you something, Tiff. You're talking like, oh, me I've been pampered. Ujelelewa kibira. No. Ujelelewa kibira wewe. Ujipata tu kwa life yenye unapelekwa Dubai. Unavuka boda.
I've been suffering for 19 years.
Suffering. I'm going to overlook anything. Hata sitaki kuona hiyo utambi. Tutainua. God.
No, but actually,
no, tutakuvunga trouser, tutakudunga sindano ya diabetes. Nitakula insulin.
We are not saying we are not disagreeing with you.
No, wait. Okay,
we are not disagreeing.
Angie, let's put the physique. No, let's put physique aside. You don't mind being treated like trash.
Character tulisema tumeitoa.
Treated like trash.
Mimi.
Yeah,
main agenda.
Mimi ndio nafaa kukufunza. Mimi nitakuvaa, nitakupiga vizuri utaka venye nataka. Tiff. Let me tell you something. No. Mimi mwezi niambie shida.
Unachoma.
Asichomi. Najua mnanipenda bado. Unajua heri mtu mrili nakuja kwa nyumba nikijua umekuja na congestina. So utakuwa unaniweka viproper. Me I want money and to be kept nicely.
So you don't mind getting beaten up to go just have somebody get it.
I better lose my sight in Dubai nenda nikapelekwa nini macho India. Lakini siwezi nilia hivi kibira na nilia na mapenzi. Mimi siwezi.
Unakula matumbo ya nguruwe. Mimi nilijua juzi matumbo ya nguruwe kuna matumbo.
Siwezi kufa na moshi ya koroboi ama smart guys.
We appreciate that you are there.
Have you heard that?
Kufa
na moshi ya koroboi. Ama smart. Oh, asthmatic pia.
Okay, so Angie, we appreciate the fact that you exist and you've got like your team who also do that. That's why we're saying that you're not disagreeing with your opinion, right?
Yeah.
But there are people outside there who are not like after money, right? Like people who share the same opinion
for
as
yourself.
you. I'm speaking for myself. And people who disagree with your opinion. That's why tutambia with our viewers, like tell us what you think about this. Do you agree with Angie? Do you agree with Tiffany or Ogero? Trust me, not everybody will share the same opinion. Yeah. Because kuna mtu anataka aishi Kangemi kwa bed sitter, lakini apate mtu anamtreat with dignity and respect. Wanajua kitoka asubuhi ukienda kuhustle, like wanakuja na 50 bob.
Hold on, just wait.
Jemo, usiseme eti peace inakwanga tu Kangemi ati sijui uptown Kilimani hakuna peace.
I'm just saying, vile nani anasema, I know people who've left like money, who've left homes, wanasema mimi, I would rather nikae kwa bed sitter with my kids, but niko na peace of mind.
And also
I
like
know
to bring
several women who've done
this perspective or aspect in. I understand how we want someone who can buy us that fleet, that whatever. But also, I'd genuinely rather wait for someone whose potential I see, but I know has some level of, guys, I cannot have not beautiful children. I trust my genes, God damn it. I believe in my beauty and I am confident.
Yeah, unless your genes are recessive, but the guy's genes will be dominant over your kid.
Yeah. Exactly. I just want someone who I can look good with. No, I'm not.
Let me tell you something.
You can fake your.
But I'd also go for someone who has potential to also get that money. And yeah, that's what
I want to tell you
and
something.
I have my money. I'm working hard to buy my own fleet.
It's fine, Tiff.
Yeah.
I want to tell you this. If Jay-Z has managed with that nose, na wamemanage. Alitrust Beyonce's genes na it worked. Jay-Z managed with that nose na mtoto akatoka.
But I'm sorry,
kwa.
at the end of the day, as
Come
we
on.
toss it over to the second topic, I believe that we should shift away from mentality that you can only find happiness in Vera, you can only find. At the end of the day, just be good people. So we find happiness everywhere.
Wherever.
For the people who want to find happiness in Runda, please be good so that we find happiness in Runda. Thank you.
Guys,
I
there's
think-
something I saw today.
Yeah.
It was a point, and this is what it said. Please teach your children, parents, teach your children about money so that religion don't tell them that it's unholy to have money.
Wallahi.
Praise
Praise God.
Mimi nimebaki pale kwa Jay-Z na mapua. I mean, at Jay-Z has a big nose. Who knows? Follow us on all our social media platforms at Ebru TV Kenya. Enda pale Instagram at Ebru TV Kenya. Yeah,
TV.
Kenya. And then we have our own page, Ebru TV _ chitchat, right?
Yeah, that's
Onto our second topic of the day.
Yeah.
So this one, inayemtafurahia. Hey! Now I want each and every one of you
Wow.
to tell me your breakup experience
Okay.
and who was to blame,
Okay.
the reason why you broke up,
Okay.
and how did you cope
They're
with the
always to
breakup.
blame.
Mimi breakup yangu kwanza nawapeleka mnamo 2018. Nakwambia msichana tuseme kichwa yake sijui alikuwa anatumia. Tumeenda date vizuri, nimejifunga bomb pale, nimempeleka date.
Umejifunga nini?
Hiyo nasema kujikaza.
Umejikaza
Watu wa
kisabuni, yeah.
Apple. Nimejikaza kisabuni. Nimempeleka date pale at an expensive restaurant. Akakuja.
inaitwaje hiyo?
Ni expensive. Endelea.
Jua tu ni expensive.
Above 2,000.
Jua ni kitu siwezi enda kila siku. So si tumeingia pale.
Okay.
Waiter amekuja. Do you know msichana order nini? Alisema give me hen. Hen ni kuku iko hai. Tafadhali. Hiyo ni nilimwangalia. Lakini how can you order hen? Hen mpaka mtu akasema kibona mkeke. Lakini kusema ukweli msichana and another thing msichana alifanya ni tuachana naye. Msichana alikuwa na shugem. Alikuwa na shugem mbaya sana lakini ilikuwa kwa uso. Haya. Tuendelee.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. That
Ati mazee whoever you are
Guy,
dating,
who-
aombe tu msiwaiko sana.
Please, if you date Newton, don't ever air out your secrets or anything because you are done for in this life, bro.
No, like kwa hizo reasons mbili, like which one is the main reason?
Are you serious?
The main hiyo ya
Ni ya hen ama shoe game?
hen.
Yeah.
Unaitishaje hen?
Okay, but okay. I have a theory. We go to an expensive restaurant, and this is something I actually eat, and I ask for salmon.
Yeah.
That's
Salmon
fine.
sinile viatu.
No, I ask for salmon
Okay.
because it's fish that's eaten like that, and it's also called salmon with
Ushaisikia mtu
Would you
akiita
leave
kuku
me?
hen? Mtu ashaisikia mtu akiita kuku hen. Ni kitu inatembea.
Well,
Okay, Angie. Wewe uliwachwa na nani?
No, bado jamaliza because you're the one who was given us the question.
No,
So
the
we're
question
expecting
is not
you.
aliwachwa na nani, hajawachwa na nani. Nani hajamwacha
And how
bado?
did you cope?
Yes.
You're not
Okay,
even asking your own question.
Okay, me, how did I cope?
Oh,
I
unaga
just-
pressure by the way.
By the way, mi hata
Pia
sikumbuki,
naga.
sinanga pressure. Tukiachana unasonga mbele ka injili. Unaona venye nini? Train yezi ina
That wasn't a relationship.
It was a relationship. You see, what is not a relationship for you? Huyu anaweza kana 2 weeks na wachane. Wewe ni mtu lazima mkae na naye miaka
30
10.
years.
Mimi tukikaa 24 hours tumeweza kudate. You're not going to risk my relationship. 2 years ni anniversary. 2 weeks ni anniversary. So, okay, if I try, wacha nikumbuke moja. Aki ni mingi. But at least moja yenye inaniumaga sana, it was my realest. Aki hiyo siwezi moibisha, but he did me so dirty, imagine. I didn't cheat. He didn't cheat as well. He just did something so stupid. He lied to me and haikuwa ina involve mapenzi, si about relationship yangu na msee mwingine. He lied. That's what anashinda kusema. And number 2, he never defended me to the family. Like, mama yako sasa anaweza kuja anze kuniambia sijui you do nini and it's just like that. You know what my
But,
please.
Ebuona, babe, just calm down.
Okay.
You know there are people you defend. Sasa wengine, mamako anakuambia ona. Hata wewe mwenyewe macho imeona ona.
Okay, listen. Let's go for a short commercial break. Then we'll be back with more interesting stories of kuachwa na kuachana. But you know what, you guys? Breakups are real. Share your stories. Send us SMSs in the WhatsApp number.
Messengers.
Send us the messages. Mtuambie, you share your experiences and how you coped. I think what we should learn and we should focus more is on how you cope, because man, that thing can break you or you can grow in it. So see you in a few.
Yes, welcome back. So before tuende kwa commercial break, we were discussing about like our experiences, right? Personal experiences with our exes and how did we cope and who was on the wrong. Of course they're always wrong. Kama wewe ni mchali unajua, of course they're always wrong. Na kama wewe ni sister pia unajua vizuri, we are always wrong. So that kavita kanaendelea. So before tuende kwa hiyo break, Angie was telling us something. Angie, Jemo alikuwa anasema mamako alikwambia uko na macho ona na ukaona. Tell us.
Okay, so the sisters walikuwa wananiingilia and you never defend me. You see, it's something that you guys should understand. No, being a media personality, this is us and we also have us out there. So just because you see me here nikipayuka nini, mimi naweza kutunzia bwana hadi shangae. Imagine. Yeah. No, I stayed in that relationship for 6 years and then 6 years and then sikuwa nimecheat.
How old are you?
I'm 25, Newton. I'm your elder sister. Sasa Nash sita kwa mamako.
Kai, nimetukanwa. Now that nimerushwa.
Before I finish, babe. So ndo nasema enye mimi. Yeah, I was so much affected. I can't stay in a relationship when yako na defend, but that was not really the main issue. The main issue ni venye alinidanganya. Na kitu alidanganya ilikuwa hata tuwezi handle, ilikuwa dimeenda kwa gava. So you can imagine how bad it was. Ilinvovadiwa za na ni mtu mpaka mmepanga munoa na shit go down. Niko shule. I think I even went through depression.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
It was so bad.
Okay.
By that time I remember I was working with YY. I was just crying. Like nilikuwa wacha kucheka. You are teenager 18. It doesn't look like crying.
18, I'm 20. Is this how you said I was just crying?
Yeah, I was just crying because sometimes when you're so nice in a relationship, you don't understand why it has to happen to you.
Yeah.
Na venye nasemaga ni anachagwa. Sasa zingine unakachini unashindwa. Why did it have to happen to you? So since then I just became this bad bitch.
Yeah.
So like Mimi, that's why I don't give a damn. That's why I won't tolerate anything. That's why I want a buzz because vijana wadogo kidogo walinishinda.
We're glad you're back.
So guys, I wanted to get married early, and I did get married early because I had this idea, or rather with my ex-husband, we had this idea of building an empire and, creating wealth, and we were in the process of doing that. We were doing that. And then I wanted to have 4 kids by the time I'm 30. Sasa nakanusia hivi, but bado niko na lakini ni sawa. But then again, what am I saying? The marriage didn't work. The marriage ended. And you see, that was not just like a relationship for 2 weeks, 4 months, 2 years. It was a marriage. So it was something that was legally done, something that you took the vows and all that. But then it ended. So I didn't sit there and ask the wise. I never took time to sit there wise because in the process, a year before it ended, I knew it was going to end. Okay. And I was ready for that. So I prepared myself mentally, even when I was still in it, that you know what, one day this is going to end. And when it ends, it's going to be the end of it. Like there is no, it didn't take me by surprise. It was meant to happen because if it didn't, then ningekuwa wale watu wa statistics. One of us, me or him, would have been the statistics people who died in relationships and all that because it was toxic. It was that bad. But then again, there was we have a child, so there's a child involved. So you don't just throw your hands and do all these things. But then what we did very, very well is we burned all the bridges. Like we did the most. So even his family, my family, we can't get along. So we burned all the bridges. But then now I have healed because I got myself, like, there we say I took time and found myself. It sounds cliche, but you really have to get there. You really have to find yourself because in the process of being in a toxic relationship or marriage, you tend to be toxic as well. There are characters or there are things that you do, and at times it's unconscious or it's conscious, or you are the toxic one, but then you have to find yourself. So I found myself, and that's how I healed. and I forgive myself, and I didn't take time of the whys. I was like, you know what, this was meant to happen. It stayed for a couple of years and all that, but it ended, and there's nothing wrong with that. So if you're out there and you're in a toxic marriage or toxic relationship, you know what, don't stay there for the kids. I told myself I'll stay there because I want my child to be with his father and in a family setup, but I realized it was breaking me, and my child would have ended up growing to be a toxic person, because you know what, the cycle continues.
I just
So,
have one
yes.
question.
Yeah.
So literally a year before it happened, you
Yeah.
could tell it's going
Yes.
to end.
Yeah.
And no part of you, and this, I'm being naive, and that's just
It's
I'm
okay.
very
It's
naive.
okay. You're
Yeah.
allowed to.
No part of you wanted to look at it and be like, okay, I'm usually seeing my death. How can I retract? How can I try, take my steps back and fix it?
You try, but some things are unfixable. Some things are unfixable, and especially because it's not caused by something. It's not caused by a substance. You don't do this when you're drunk. You don't do this when you're this.
Yeah.
This is who you are. Yeah. It never changes. And you know what? You're not Jesus. I prayed, I fasted, I kid you not. My church then told me, stay there, pray fast. It didn't work. It didn't work. Just have a reality check in your relationship. You're not Jesus. You're not someone's mother. Even your child, it reaches a point you let go. You're like, you know what, child? I have raised you. I have tried. I have fasted. Nimetoa sadaka. Hata sijui you've done what, but it's not working. You have to let go. So imagine, don't kill yourself because of someone else.
That's true.
Yeah.
What? Okay, that was touching.
Yeah.
Finally, we get some.
That's
So who's
Jemo,
going
mimi
after
nangoja
her?
Jemo.
Just me, I can't. Me, I have a relationship.
me just want to take it from where Nasha's life goes. Waze, that's a lot. It's a lot to unpack. But I'm just going to say this. Hapo kwa even parents.
Yeah.
I think it gets to that point where relationships ata si just za your girlfriend, your boyfriend, even na some family members,
Yeah.
they get toxic.
Yeah.
And you get to that point where you have tried everything. You know, and this person is literally just draining the life out of you. And you have tried, it is just inakupeleka somewhere where, because I know of people, I don't know if people have seen Meona Storia, Michael Jackson's daughter, Paris, the way she's had issues with the story of Babake, the death, Nini, dealing with all that. It got to a point where akaanza mpaka kujikatakata, anajaribu kucommit suicide, it's not working. She has done substance abuse because she's trying to look for that level of just a place where she can find her solace. No, but it's not happening. So I think before it gets to that point, because of someone, just leave. That's why maybe you prefer to ghost. Personally, yes.
So how you break
No,
up is by you ghosting?
yes. So
and
me,
find a
I'm
cat.
headed. I was headed in that direction.
Okay.
So for me, I'm not very good for confrontations, especially where my emotions are involved.
Oh,
Because number one, I fall in love really fast, and mimi ni ule mse, if I love you, you will know.
Yeah.
No, I will pour you, like I will shower you with love. Everyone around you will tell you enyewe unapendwa.
Wow.
So for me to walk away, it will be easier if I do what? Nikienda. Because every time I give you that, me by they think we should break up, you will talk me into staying.
Yeah.
Because I know I have fallen for you, you
Yeah,
will talk me
and
into
you
staying.
stay.
So I choose myself. That's why I walk away.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so me, I think I'll pick up from Jimo because that was the experience that I had. And I'm not even the type who gets into relationships, but the one that I did try, okay, it wasn't also that serious or that big, but like, it's something actually like that had me like frazzled, because the person I was with is this type of person like Jimo. Like he was there and he would like overgive the love and was present. But when it comes to the time of ending things, the same way we began, it's the same way you could ask someone out, Jimo. It's the same way you can talk to someone and be like, by the way, I'm done, I'm through. I hated the fact that he did not just... So mine, the reason it ended was because of friends. He believed more in friends than in me. My opinion, my existence almost did not matter when we were around his friends. One of them being even a girl best friend who even I was close to. But all that became like I was not there. You know this thing where you're told, where people sit in a room and it's like, if only she knew? Where everybody else knows something about you. And everybody else, so I had that. I had that if only she knew. And there's nothing more crushing than people watching you be a specific way and them knowing something's not happening back because of a situation that, to make it worse, they created. So in this part, I was the villain who's being victimized. if that makes any sense whatsoever. And this person was like, Jemo, to add on it. So he was like, I won't even tell her herself. So
Herself?
I won't even tell her myself. Like, the guy did not want to tell me himself. So...
I thought you were saying something.
No, sorry.
No one caught
So
it.
he
No one
told,
caught it.
I know, I
Leave
caught
it
it.
there.
He told his friend to tell me.
Wow.
He told his friend to tell me.
That it's
And here it's
over.
where it gets so crazy, and I can't believe I'm getting this personal. But like, his friend, one of his friends who told me was with him in the car, and they're parked outside my gate. And they're telling me lies, and they're telling me how they're not there. So something struck in me and told me, just leave the house and go. And I didn't take an Uber, I didn't do anything, I was just walking, because like, it's really, like, it's convenient. And I saw him right outside my house. Wow. And he was seated there. And I went ham. You see, I was saying you're not confrontational, and I pray Jemo gets a person like me. I opened his car door, got into that car, and I was like, you will give me my answers. Wow. You will tell me. That I don't care. I don't care if you think I'm crazy. Call the popo on me if that's what you want to do. But if we're together in something, you're not just gonna up and leave. You're not just, and don't ghost girls. That damage that you're doing to people, you have no idea what goes to our minds. Because now we feel like we were the problem. Yeah. It was all us. It was all me. It was all Tiff. It was all Tiff. I confronted. I went through it. The confrontation kind of worked. It really put me down for a minute. How did I cope? I think, ghosted everyone and everything. See? Nothing mattered. No. How did I cope? How did I cope? Not how did I handle the situation. I coped by completely blacking everything and everyone out. I would put on this happy smiley face, but inside it was, I lost weight. I really went down and like cannot trust, will not ever trust people or anything again. But that was my story, and I feel like that's the one piece of advice I'll give you, Jemo. Stop ghosting. Text even. Just say, I know it sounds wrong to say, it's not me, it's not you, it's me. But do it.
Because
cowards are the one that ghost.
Yeah,
so we're not saying you
like-
are a coward, but I'm just saying
You'll be messing.
But you know, your explanation, he
girls
made an
up.
explanation and said that, you know what, he's not good in he can't do the confrontation thing.
understand,
So
but
yeah.
Utaniingiza box tena.
Tiffany.
You will
But now
lie
you
your
find
way
the
out.
emotional
Yeah.
damage that it
That
has
you
to
do
someone.
to
I
a
understand
person.
You'd rather, as she said, you'd rather even text and tell me why exactly you're not going to be a part of this relationship, because there's a lot of emotional turmoil.
yeah.
You go through, you're like, kwani nilifanya nini? And the best way to help the person improve is just by letting them know it was this, and that, cut it off. As long as I'm sure. Anyway, now to my own personal experience. Hey, Nairobi. Simtanonesha stuff. But anyway, so me nimeachwa tu kwa relationship zote. Like I've never left anyone.
What?
No, nanga.
You don't know how to live.
I don't know how to
Don't
leave
get advice from
people.
Jemo.
So I'm always getting. He'll just tell me to ghost them, but I've always gotten left in every single relationship. And yeah, I'm so glad that they had to go, because I finally found the right person, or at least the person I think is the right person, who's a bit more mature. Because for all things, I'm always this kind of a person who seems to have my life figured out.
Yeah.
I have everything put together, but one particular blind spot for me, palimu fail in akwanga relationships. So as sophisticated as I look, I always go for those to vijana to extol and everything, thinking they have potential and y'all are gonna grow and maybe I can push them and you can be this amazing person so that you can have that story. But it never worked in any of my relationships, kwa sababu number one, mimi niliachwa mara mbili na mtu mmoja to start with. That's that person. Imagine say yako kwa DM.
Twin one.
Utapostaje kwa DM? But now, quick one on that one, because I think hiyo ndo nitaongelea. Hizo zingine ilikuwa mpaka baby mama drama. I've been a step parent in Nairobi.
Oh my God!
Yeah, at a young age. Come, let me endow you with wisdom. How to
Wow.
You have tried.
No,
you
as
have tried
in,
every
I'm this kind of person who seems so tough and everything, but at the end of the day, I am just emotional. I just want to be a woman when I'm in the house, and I'm willing to understand and to compromise and just nisi kujudge. But sasa sahi yenyewe mimi nitakujudge.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Nini nitakujudge. But now this species, nimemaliza tu high school. Mi nilikuwa wale wase bookworms. Like me, I don't do boys. Like you all are gonna distract me from my career, from me becoming the woman I'm meant to be.
Yeah.
And then finally coming to msee. Alikuwa amejaribu from when we finished primary. It's someone I knew from when I was a kid. From when we were like 7
Your first
in class
crush.
1. Yeye ndo alikuwa ana crush on me.
Okay.
It's
Sorry.
always the other way around,
So
but
no.
ikuja kwa break up, a different story. So
Yeah.
this guy had been trying to text me from when we were in Form 1, Form 2. Memaliza toka like class 8. Form 1, Form 2, nabadilisha mpaka number. When I text na hii nabadilisha ingine. I used to have different numbers. My dad has about 8 numbers on his phone because I used to change my number every time in high school. So fast forward, after high school, he came to me, nikamuuliza sasa bro, hizo vitu zenye ulikuwa unasema zote si uniambie face to face. You're always talking via text. See me so confident. Why don't you talk
Alex
to me face to
ameshtuka.
face? Like pata confidence. Very shocked and everything.
Yeah.
Took a date for almost like a year. And then during, you see this red flags waga una ignore. Kuna pali relationship inaendanga tu mrama.
Yeah.
And you're like, kwani mbona uniongeleshangi at this times? Why are you not doing what you used to do? You know, putting effort and everything. But the moment you start asking a guy to do those things for you, he's already detached. Yeah, alikuwa detached. And the worst thing, he was talking to every single friend of mine. Like, he was experimenting with every single girl who was what people I knew. So nashangaa, alafu Mungu anakuanga na spiritual something ya kukuonesha kwa explore page ya Instagram. The way this guy
Nice one.
has liked posts yes you na me comments na love hearts. So every single thing there was just automatically bad, and after that he cheated, and I found out he was in a relationship with someone else, and we broke up, and then I took him back after 2 months again, and then tukakaa kwa relationship, and he left me on his birthday when I was going to surprise him. So yeah,
You eat all that cake?
At least you didn't waste.
no,
Alex,
I had saved to buy him a gift. I had
Yeah.
no job. I'd saved to buy him a gift, and then football boots because he wanted to be a footballer. Nilizichoma.
Alex, why man? Alex, share. Na venye wote mnakaa tu hapa mko happy, mko loud.
Now we are. Now we are.
Oh, yeah.
Tiffany mpaka amesema anakonda juu ya mtu. Mimi nijikute.
Right, so with me,
love
I can say that I've been like in 3 relationships. The rest ni watu walituma na shetani kuja kunijaribu. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. I'm sorry to say that. But I think in these, if at all, because I can see you want personal experiences, I think I'm going to hurt my ego thoroughly because I'm going to say the truth. Like, you know, there's this thing that we keep on pointing fingers. Like, we men pointing like, oh, we never want to accept that we are the people who are wrong.
Right.
And the ladies are also there trying to defend themselves and saying that, no, we are not. You're always the problem. So I think in mine, the problem was I was holding back, you know, because this particular lady, I'm talking about this one person that we dated for like 2.5 years. But since she's the one who approached me, and you see always the people wanafanyanga, sijui ati mtu akikuapproach, wanasema like dem akikuapproach, we kama chali, we always, there's this notion that we men take advantage of them, of the situation, because we feel like they're the ones who have approached us. So we dated for like 2.5 years, and all this time, I was always committed, you know. Then she kind of felt like I wasn't the right person for her. Like, you know, it was a time I was in first year, and I was already establishing a company. So I was always on the run. So this lady thought that I wasn't like giving her time. So she thought that maybe this guy is not a match for me. But she was always there for me, right? So I was working here and giving her maybe say only weekends. Then it continued that way. We were okay. Then after 2.5 years, she calls me, kama sasa niko Ushago, and she's in Nairobi, and she's telling me that, okay, this is not the first time she was telling me this, but she could tell me more often that I think we need a break. Not that we've been in a fight, no fight, no disagreement, but she's just telling me that we need a break.
Kwani feelings unaweka pause.
I know.
Tuendelee kesho.
So after she told me that she needed a break, like this was not once, not twice, not thrice, and even my friends were like, why does she have to keep on telling you that she needs the break?
I also feel like our Usema, we need a break. I feel just break up. Stop making.
Sorry to say this, break up how, Jimo? By ghosting?
No, like just to stop. Yes, iishe tu. Stop.
Okay, so
Wacha kuweka watu na you know, it's you're leaving someone in
purgatory.
Yes, in limbo. Like this person is not hajamaliza.
Yes,
like,
and the
it's
fact
such a
that
bad
yeye ndiye
situation.
anaamua.
Yes.
So the point is, despite her telling me more than once that she wanted a break, I didn't like think it was wise for me because we never disagreed. And then I always appreciated the effort that she was putting to like make us be together.
Yeah.
Sasa hii siku mimi niko Shago yako Nairobi, then I was like, okay, I'm going to spend like some time, maybe say a month or two in Shago, and she's there like, excuse me, I need a break. We haven't disagreed or anything. Then I was like, wako Nairobi niko Shago, hata nikupatia
It's already a break.
It's already a break.
So I tell her that, okay, you take the break. Then after 2 hours, 3 hours, she's like, text on WhatsApp, I've lost interest. And I was like, excuse me, this was the first time in my life I felt like, I can stand up as a man and defend and would fight whatever pressure my emotions bring to me. Because she told me that I've lost interest. I was like, okay, you've lost interest. Reason, hata mimi sijui. And then I was like, excuse me, like we've been investing emotions for 2.5 years and you're busy texting me in my inbox that you've lost interest and you don't have any reason. I didn't talk. So I waited, then I came back to Nairobi because I felt like breaking up kwa simu and we didn't like start dating kwa simu. I didn't look for you, like you maybe say Facebook nikaku DM ama nini. It was something that actually she's the one who approached me for us to date.
Yeah.
You see that?
Look at
So I was like, okay, I was like,
Handsome.
now I was like, let's now go do it maturely. So I tried looking for her.
Hata ukivaa hizi viatu za Yesu, you don't walk. You don't walk with them. They come.
So I tried looking for her so that you could maybe say like tujue tu. Like kama imeshikwe, it's something mature. Then a friend of mine decided to come to my aid because apparently this lady had called my friend telling him that sijui mara sijui Alex amefanya nini. So I was like, something that she did that annoyed me, she blocked my friend. Now I was like, why do you block someone who is not even having any issue with you? So it came. So when I went back to school for this last year, nikamit na yeye. It was kwa tuck shop. I was going to buy a mask. Akitoka kuanua nguo. Nakwambia nilitoa. No, like we broke up, then we stayed for like a couple of years bila kumit. So at this time aliletwa kwa then I'd gone to school. So mimi nenda kuna mask, ametoka kuanua nguo. I was going to drop the one that I was having kwa dustbin. Then she's like coming this way. Trust me, ilikuwa ni kama movie. Tulipishana hivi. Then akasimama hapo mbele na ngoja nikuje nimuongeleshe. I took the new mask nikavaa na nikampita tu kama naenda. I mean, you don't treat me like trash and then you expect to be treated as a queen.
Mngegongana vitabu yanguke.
Unfortunately zilikuwa manguo. So kitu ingeanguka maybe ni bikini. Ningeokota aje.
At the end of the day, you just do whatever you need to do to recover from your breakup. I cried, but at the end of the day, after you do that, recover.
No,
and
ghosting,
move
I did
on.
ghost.
That's how you find the one.
What helped me was yoga and meditation and working out. So yeah, yoga.
It does, but it helps a
lot.
It does.
Me what helped me is moving to the next.
You should not even have anything, but it works. Just okay, so I have a question. Did the next one actually say chicken in the restaurant?
No.
Huyo ni ule mwenye alikuwa mbaki
What's
nyasa
up to
Arsenal.
discuss here?
Wait, what?
What's on content?
Unatoka kwa hen kwa Arsenal?
There's a meeting. Wacha tutaongea hii ingine content. But mimi, I think Maze, just do what works for you. Find that which works for you. Usiache msi yako put in that place where you're depressed at any given point because of relationships. It's never worth it. Because someone who puts you in that kind of pain, she's never worth that kind of. Usimpatie that kind of. Exactly. Hakudeserve. Hey, for once.
Mimi sijawahi date tena.
It's fine. It's all right. Sawa. Pale Facebook, Ebru TV KE, Twitter, Ebru TV Kenya, and Instagram, Ebru TV_chitchat. 0770 729 366. Hiyo ndio WhatsApp. Tuambie, where are you watching us from? Mazi, thank you so much for keeping us company. Hey, it's been such a nice
I know.
time may fly by. Hata sijui niseme nini.
Ombe tutasoma feedback next week.
Feedback tutasoma next week. If you've missed any of our episodes, tafadhali ingia pale YouTube, check them out because trust me, you don't want to miss any of them. But as for us hapa ndani tunasema nini?
Big up to members.